Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very interesting past few days. Yeah, my hair is getting super blonde. Yeah, it's the sun. Ha! Other than that, I've been really enjoying here, living here, all that stuff. Been very quiet. Took a whole bunch of photos today in my brand ambassador bathing suit. So exciting. I felt really tanned. Went swimming, chilled with my dog. Yeah, he's taking a nap, just took his medicine. I spoke to my mom, went to lots of meetings, and like tidied up like just a tiny bit, like not so much, just like a little bit. Oh my god, I don't know. Today was a weird day. Not that I'm off, but I've been noticing a lot more things clearer now that I've been here and that I've been, doing stuff. And like, I don't know how to explain too much of it. Since my roommate's brother-in-law left, I've been very pensive and I've been thinking about a lot of things that have been going on in my head and around me and all that stuff. And not that someone said to me, a while ago. It's like I heard this somewhere. Someone was talking, but they didn't say it to me, but they were just talking and they were saying like, show me your 5 friends and it'll explain who you are. And it got me like really thinking about like who's around me, who I surround myself with. And like, I've been noticing that a lot of people around me, that they live in like self-pity all the time. And it's like always these like outside issues. It has nothing to do with like, what's going on in your everyday life. And like, I chose to like live a certain life. I chose to do certain things and in my everyday habits and this, that, and the other. I guess like not that, oh, it's hard to make friends. It's a little bit hard to make friends because of social media and the this and the news and everybody telling you what to do, what to wear, how to this, how to that. And it's just like, where are the real people at, I don't know. I want to make new friends. I want to have new types of people around me, Like my water business that I was doing, I was very involving myself with that. But I don't know, I just find it hard for me to come to terms about like just sitting on my butt and like people are making money for me. Like I would rather just like work and like earn my own stuff. Like I'm not talking about like investments. Like it's not really what I'm talking about, but cuz my water business is like somewhat MLM style, but it's like not MLM style. Where like you don't have quotas and like if someone doesn't work, like it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I've been really thinking about it. Anyways, I had this like other job opportunity come up for me. Where I'd still be kind of doing the same thing, but like I would be earning like my own money my own way. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired today. I sat outside for so long with like no food, barely any water, waiting for my fucking friend to like finish doing what they were doing. Then decided to take a nap. So I just took my dog and came back home. Then I had to deal with all of this shit of my fucking roommate and his friend and like, ugh. Like it's just so unnecessary. But anyways, doesn't matter. It's okay. I really enjoyed filming and taking some photos today. It was very quiet, just, people watching. And it allows me to, like, observe and check myself. And, yeah, I came home, I went to a meeting, and I joined this, like, new app called, like, Pocket. It's, like, Pocket Rehab, I think, or something like that. Where, like, you can connect with other people that have, like, other addictions, and you get to talk and, like, go to meetings and do all that stuff and talk to other people. So it was very interesting. You know, like, I don't understand how people are like, oh, you're so brave. What the fuck does that mean? You know? Why am I brave? Because I decided to do things that I don't, because I decided not to do things I don't want to. I decide to, like, do things and live a life for myself. Make my own decisions. Like, have a better life for myself, knowing not that there's always better people out there, but there are always better people out there, but there's always other things you can do to better your life. Like, what are you going to do the same thing every day your whole life? Like, I'm not saying that I'm changing my personality. Like, my personality is going to stay the same. Like, my quirkiness, my funniness, like, all of that stuff, my giving, generosity, like, all about those things. But I have character defects, as does everybody else, but I just came to realize that, like, I don't want to live in character defect anymore. And I come to realize that I didn't want to continue living, like, a shitty life, And, like, I choose not to live in secret. I choose not to hide things from people. Even though they're strangers, it doesn't matter. Like, why the fuck do I need to hide whatever I am or whatever I'm saying, or oh this or oh that, or I don't know. I just not that it's frustrating, because, like, I don't take responsibility for, like, other people's actions. More the thought of me is like, I'm confused. I get confused with things that going on. Like, why is it so hard to be genuine? Why do you need to do what, like, your neighbor does? Or, like, why do you need to do what the news tells you to do? Like, 2 days ago here in Cancun, the news is saying all of these things. But then, like, when you go outside and you, like, go to businesses or stores or whatever, they're just like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? But then, like, you go back home to, like, Canada and USA, and, like, you just talk to people, and I'm just, like, fucking baffled. Like, I was in a room with a bunch of, like, 10 people or whatever. It was a little less. I think we were, like, 8. Everyone in there is fucking vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. Like, why? Like, I didn't get vaccinated for SARS. I didn't go get vaccinated for all of these other things that have been going out from this year to that year to this year to that year. I never even got the flu shot. Like, I don't know. I just think that we're living in, like, a World War III. And that there's so much things going on in this world that, people are so blind to. But I'm not saying that COVID's not real. No, I'm not saying that. But it's like any flu. Don't fucking touch all surfaces. You can't catch COVID from touching fruits and vegetables. Like, you can't catch COVID from, like, the hot food that you're being served at a restaurant. Just, like, all of these little things. You know what I mean? But, CNN and CTV or CBC or whatever their news channels are filling everybody up with this full of crap. And, like, it's just sad. And apparently back home there was, like, a big manifestation. Or, like, I don't know what you guys call that other than English. Like a strike or something, when people go out in the streets and, like, claim this or claim that. Like, all the governments, people aren't vaccinated, like, you can't travel. Or if you're not vaccinated, you can't go in a restaurant. Oh, if you're not vaccinated, you can't do it. It's like, are you serious? But in, like, 5 years from now, when all of this shit goes away, like, what the fuck? Like, what, you think it's gonna be here forever? I remember when SARS came. It was, like, the biggest scare on the planet. Like, Toronto, from back home, they were on, like, super lockdown. Everybody was scared, all of this stuff. Now they're like, oh, COVID-19. Well, you know what? You mean stress COVID? Oh, you mean that COVID-19 is the 19th version of SARS? You know what I mean? Like, why didn't we get vaccinated for SARS? Or, oh, hey, why don't we get vaccinated for H1N1 or the West Nile virus or all these other things? Do you know how many mosquitoes are in the world? Are you not thinking about that? Okay, let's say, all right, a mosquito bites someone that has hepatitis C or AIDS or HIV, and it comes and bites you. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, shit in life is gonna happen. You know what? If God wants you to die, He's just gonna snap His fingers and you're gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, if you keep manifesting all of these different things in your life, you're gonna create them. And I know that these past few videos, I feel like I'm being very complainish and whatever. But I've been holding on to a lot of these things. And, like, people around me don't really care. People around me don't really listen. And like I said at the beginning of my video, I've been really thinking about, like, what kind of people do I want around me. And, like, I have a really good friend, and, like, we're really good friends, like, really good friends, and I'm really grateful for this person, but, like, some parts of me is just, like, are you serious? Like, did you not understand the first time? Like, why do you give in? And then, like, they'll turn around and be like, oh, yeah, but this, and then they'll go and they'll put themselves in that situation, and a part of me is like, well, I didn't know you're a hypocrite. But then I've been noticing that in 2021, hypocrisy has been like the new norm. Lying and being fake and all that stuff is a new norm. Like, if you look at someone's social media and someone posts like a sad photo, there's like no likes and no action. But then, like, you'll post a photo of like you in the bathing suit and like everything's go lucky, everyone's gonna love it. But, like, why aren't you able to love someone for like all of what they are? Like, I remember I posted like a sad video, okay, and 3 people out of my 1,400 following, it's not that big, but 1,400 people, 3 people were like, hey, I hope everything is going to be okay. But those 3 people have known me for many, many years, and they love who I am, even if I'm up or if I'm down. You know, I don't know. I just, not that I regret moving here. I don't regret moving here at all. A little part of me just has been kicking myself in the butt, and I'm like trying to learn as much Spanish as possible so that I can, you know, do good. And other than that, like, I'm really excited. My business partner, whatever you want to call him, he's coming down next week for 2 weeks. And I'm really excited, but I know that, like, my super jealous roommate is gonna, like, create all of these issues, and, like, a little part of me is worried about my dog, because, like, the hotel don't accept emotional support animal dogs. Like, and that's another thing that I don't understand here is, like, there's tourists that are going to come with their dogs because they need that, but, like, you're not going to accept it because they have, like, a mental health condition. Like, for me, it doesn't like, I don't understand. Like, I cannot be in large crowds. Like, for me, like, I have PTSD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, and borderline personality disorder. Like, I don't really like admitting these things, but I've worked so hard in these past 2.5 years to come to terms to, like, be able to accept and to, like, get out of this denial that there is not something wrong with me, because in fact that there was. And I worked on it, and I put discipline, and I was honest, and I did all of these different things in order for myself to, like, feel good and to be better and to have a life and do all of these things for myself. And having this little guy, like, I know he's tiny, he's like Chihuahua, like, I never thought in a million years I'd have a rat dog. I used to call them rats, like, I never liked these dogs. But I just fell in love with this little guy. And, like, I used to take him everywhere I went back home. Like, no matter where I went in Montreal, I would, like, have the dog with me. And especially in large crowds, that it would help, it would distract me, it wouldn't allow me to feel all this anxious and anxiety and all of these different things. But, like, I go out sometimes here, and, like, there's so many people around, and the fact that, like, I don't speak Spanish, and most of the people here, they can't even read and write, so, like, how the hell are they gonna understand English, you know what I mean? So, like, it just makes it even more. And, like, I went to this beach once, like, called Dolphin Beach, and, like, it was so packed with people. And like, if it wasn't for having my dog there, yeah, I brought my fucking dog to the beach. Even though I wasn't allowed to, I did. I had him in his little carrier. But this dog calmed me down because I knew that I could not think about myself right now and I have to think about the dog. Make sure the dog is okay. Because the dog feels my emotions. The dog feels my pain. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, not that I'm having a tough time out here. I'm having a tough time out here. But it's okay. I'm going to start just, you know, tomorrow I'm going to start doing the vacation ad and like talking to people. I'm going to make my script and do all that stuff. You know, I don't know. I really love my water business. I love the people that I work with. They're very great. They're very like open-spirited, open-minded, all that stuff. But it's not that we're not the same type of people, but we're not the same type of person. You know, maybe I'm being judgmental right now. I don't know. But I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't live in fantasy land. I live in the real world. And yeah, I don't own a television, okay? I know I don't. Never have. But I was able to like emancipate myself in like other things and do other things and allow myself to love and create and be generous and take time and volunteer and help others and do all of those things that a TV can never do for me other than escape from what the real world is. And I don't know, I try to help people. Not that I do it all just to make myself feel better. I help people because I know that there's people out there that need help and they can't admit that they need help, you know? So, that's what's been going on in my brain today. I'm going to see how my ad thing goes tomorrow. Really excited. This vacation package is really good. Really cool. So, hopefully you'll see my ad around. Click my profile, send me a message. Link up with me. Subscribe, comment, you know. And I'm really happy that my tattoo, my piercing are healing up well. I want to get another one. I don't know where because my ears are pretty even now. So someone said like get a nose piercing, but like, not that I like to pick my nose, but I like to put a Kleenex in there sometimes and like dig all the boogies out. So I don't know, it'd be weird. I have my tongue pierced. I got my thing pierced. I am not a belly button person piercing type shit because it's going to get caught everywhere and I don't want that. And I wear high-waisted pants most of the time anyways, so what's the point? I know someone that wants to get like her vagina pierced or clip pierced or labia or whatever down there. I was like, okay, yeah, that's so cool, we could do that. And then after I said that, I was like, oh, maybe not, you know? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I've just been feeling blah. That was my conversation of the day. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Good night.